What's up, guys? Today we're here doing the water pump seal on a 86 YZ80. I was changing the oil and saw a milky substance coming out of the oil area drain. So it's a two-stroke. In my eyes, that's telling me that the water pump seal has gone bad because there's water in the transmission. Being a two-stroke, the cylinder and all this is all sealed up as one, and then this will be all as another. So when the water pump seal goes bad, you'll have water in the transmission oil. So when that happens, you got to replace the water pump seal. And to do that with this bike, you're gonna have to remove your water pump cover housing. You're gonna have to remove the whole clutch housing right here and this piece up here as well. And when you remove that, then we'll be able to get to the seal on the backside. Another thing I forgot to mention as well is when doing this, you're gonna have to remove the peg, the kickstarter, and the foot brake lever. Those are all three things that will need to be removed as well to get to this housing part to slide completely off. If you didn't clean your area right here, do that before you take it apart. You don't want any grime or grum inside your engine or transmission. Excuse me for a second. Ooh, hiccups. All right. So I'm going to get you guys set up on the tripod today, and we'll see how that goes. Again, YZ80 1986 water pump seal. One thing I forgot to mention, you will be needing one of these tools. This tool right here is the best. And when you get all the four bolts off, this thing's going to want to move, but it's not going to want to come out. Do not put a screwdriver in here. That is extremely bad for this. What you're going to want to do, I'm going to put you guys in the tripod. Alright, I think that's... Yep, you can see me. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is grab it and give it a wiggle wiggle. Wiggle wiggle wiggle. Jiggle jiggle jiggle. It will take some time and you'll see the crack get bigger and bigger. It is not just something that's going to happen. Yours comes off very easy. I'm very happy for you. Alright, there it is. So you want to clean this side up. We're going to clean this side up once we get the seal off. Make sure everything looks good. So with this, you're going to get a flathead screwdriver, and I'm just going to disconnect it over here to get this whole piece out of my way. And that way, we have room to work. Keep all your parts and your pieces together. That's what I like to do. There we go. Now we're going to need an 8mm for these two. And this guy should slide right up and out. And then we need a Phillips for all these. And some of these are going to be stripped. So definitely make sure you got your right tip. Come on, baby. There we go, there's one. This top one's gonna be the fun one, I'll tell you that. There's 2. There's 3. There's number 4. Five. 6. I'm going to change these all to 8 millimeters, as this is what happens with Phillips. Come on, baby. Nope. Okay. Back to my... Alright. So sometimes these guys are going to strip. There's not much we can do. A good friend of mine showed me this trick, and you just go right at the edge of the bolt. There she is. So this bolt we will definitely not be reusing. Came out though. You just put it right at the edge and you take your time doing little chisels and it pops. It shall always pop. Alright, so I personally think you should keep these bolts separate from the ones you took out of the water pump. And for that, we're going to grab a bag. And we're going to go ahead and put our screws, our 7 screws, inside this bag. And I'm gonna look at my box of bolts and stuff over the years. I've got lots of different nuts and bolts. I'm gonna find out if we got any 8s this size, this length I should say. And we're gonna put 8s in here, 8 millimeters like these guys. Alright. I'm not sure if that which one this one came from. Alright, so this one is our big one. It's the only long one that goes right here by the water pump. Gotta remember that. All the other ones all look to be the same size. This is our only long one. That's something definitely you want to keep attention to on your lengths of your bolts. Making sure that you put them in the right spots when you go to put them back. Alright, time for this guy. Definitely push on this. Sorry, you guys. Definitely push on your Kickstarter so it doesn't come out with it. And there we go. We're going to take off this little clip, slide this out, and we'll be able to get to our water pump seal at that point. Right now, since you have this off, you can do a twist and pull to get that guy out. And then we're going to be cleaning all this up. We're going to hit some brake cleaner in here, let this drain more. Definitely keep your pan underneath because there's going to be extra little water and stuff that's going to need to come out. If you can set up something to hold the bike leaning this way for about an hour or two, honestly, that would be best. That way it gets all that nasty oil out of there. But we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to try to set something up to where we can hold this bike this way. Hit the brake cleaner in here. Make sure everything looks good. So when you're taking this apart, definitely take photos, put everything upside down the way it came off, and that way you're able to put it all back together. Now cleaning up this area with the gasket, you want to get it as smooth as possible and be very gentle, and it takes a long time. I've been on this for the last 5-7 minutes already, just doing a little scraping, and you can see where I haven't and where I have, and you just take your time. You're not really supposed to use a razor blade on aluminum, but if you take your time and do it very gently, it is okay. Be very light-handed. Wipe off your razor blade every once in a while. This is what takes so long when your mechanic says, oh, it's a 10-hour job or a 6-hour job, because of the gaskets, dude. These gaskets take a long time to get off. It's not as easy as some people want to say, and you got to be very gentle because you don't want to scar the aluminum, but you want to get off that substance of the gasket. There we go. That looks beautiful. Remember, it's not a new piece, so you're never going to get it quite new. But you can totally see where there will be buildup. Make sure you get all that steel wool out of every single crack. Now there's one downfall about steel wool. They do make other stuff that you can use, memory cloth, or I think it is. I could be wrong on that name, so don't quote me. But I don't have that. Beautiful. Alright. So now we're on to the point of getting that seal out. Now you want to be gentle, especially with your case. So I like to put a paper towel down. Alright, so we're going to try something else. Let's try relieving the pressure on this seal. Be very gentle. There it goes. Okay. There's half. I'm back over to this side. Ooh. This is why we always put a paper towel underneath. You don't want to scar up this this case at all. Oh yeah, there it goes. Boom! There she is. Take your time. You can scar it up, you can bar it up, it's fine, but take your time. You don't want to mess up this edge at here or inside here, because those are very important. It has a thick seal as well. We're just going to do a quick wipe down with this rag, and then we're going to get a new rag. Alright, all bagged up, good to go. These pieces are all bagged up as well. Now it's time to turn our attention on the bike. I just rebuilt this motor not too long ago, so. Alright, so everything's all clean. We got our new gasket. We're going to take a little bit of grease. I'm just going to wipe the grease around the gasket. All the way around, just a nice thin layer on both sides. This will make it to where you can get off the gasket much easier next time. No stickage. And then the grease from the will make it to where you won't leak as well. Make sure you get nice all the way around, nice thin layer. Turn it over and make sure that you got it on this side. I can see like a little spot right there. You'll see it because you'll see a little bit of a coloration change. So with that on there, we can now go ahead and put this guy on. Make sure this seal is looking nice and clean. Lube up your shaft a little bit so it goes on nice and easy. Don't force it. If it's not going on easily, turn the gear or the water pump impeller. Don't force nothing. Okay, now we got that. I went and got all new bolts. Well, new to the bike, off of another bike. All right. Me personally, I like to snug up a couple, going from bottom to top, top to bottom, kind of like you would on your car tire or intake system or any type of car part. Alright, we just got the oil inside the bike, and We're gonna put our filler up. Check bolt back on. Alright, so last time I rebuilt the carb with my son, so I didn't film that. We will be putting a new gas tank on this because this gas tank's pretty cracked. Show you guys. It's all cracked right here, it's all cracked up here. Cracked right here, a few right here, but it does hold gas. So let's see what we got. My son wants to try this one out. This is a 86 YZ80. He's doing the PW80 right now, so it is a two-stroke what he's doing, but it's not a real two-stroke like this. Choke. Gas. Still full. Oh yeah. They're just going to be really happy. Love the sound, love the smell. Two-stroke all the way, baby. All right, that's it for the YZ80. I hope you guys enjoyed that. One kick, baby.